Keep it in the closet.
No, I've got to keep an eye on that mic. For some reason, it's been a right bollocks today. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hello and welcome to...
No, sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Tricks on the light, please.
What are you doing now?
Just get a drink.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Last 7. We're a Newport, South Wales based podcast, a not so philosophical wax regarding the last 7 days. I'm your host Dan Rowley. Joining me today...
Hello, I'm Antonio.
Are you sure?
Just changes.
No,
he changes the format. He changes the rules every week, mate.
I know, through me,
Be
because
prepped.
normally it
Be
says
prepared.
Antonio Mola, and then I say hi. But now, hi, I'm Antonio Mola. Hey, folks.
It's funny how when he introduces himself,
Yeah.
he goes up like an octave.
You're
Hi,
so-
I'm Antonio.
Yeah, really.
Joining me today...
Antonio Mola.
Justin Clare.
And...
Kenneth Trainer.
Alright, nice, well projected
That
there.
was fucking smooth, I
I
think.
tried to do mine like a game show.
Yeah, no,
You know,
no.
that'd be like.
I didn't have a character, you see. I didn't go to drama school.
And then none of us went to drama school. We went to the basement of a university that said, probably put some actors in there, won't it?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
What do they need? I don't fucking know.
Just a pair of pants. Just put them in their pants and just get them to walk around the room.
Pants and vest. I'm pretty sure they do all pants and vest, don't they? How's everybody? You good?
Yeah.
Bit of an odd last 7. It's not odd. It's gonna be fine, like it always is. But we haven't been here for the last week. And when I say here, I mean in Newport. We've been to the Green Man Festival, but I didn't have any roaming sort of coverage. So I've been away from the news and I've been away from everything. It looks like we took a good week off because it's just been plane crashes and fucking attempted terrorist attacks and
Yeah.
all sorts of horrible stuff.
Decimation of ancient temples.
Ugh.
No, I didn't do that.
Didn't know how my fantasy football team had got on. Turns out poorly. And yeah, Ken just read some breaking news in America.
It's a shooting that's happened in America.
Mhm.
I don't think we should really go into it. I think instead I talk about we're at the end of August, so
We are, yeah.
Halloween costumes are starting to appear.
Oh Christ!
Especially the more
What?
topical and therefore the more controversial ones, like
You're talking
the
October.
Do you mean they're starting to appear in shops?
yeah, or online,
Oh yeah.
like
online,
the Caitlyn Jenner costume.
Oh.
And it's a picture of a bloke with stubble in this, like the Vanity Fair cover that she
yeah,
did.
yeah.
The other one is it's a dentist costume with a lion's head, and because it's Tess of the lion
my
with
God.
That's quality. That's really good.
It'd be better if it was a lion costume with
Well,
a dentist's head. But
it's
you know.
been
Fuck! Oh,
You've got a lion costume, mate. All you need is a severed head.
it's been slated by an animal rights charity. You can't see it's a video, but you just give you a hint of what these costumes look like.
Oh right, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll chuck a link up to the article you're reading and to the video, obviously.
It happens all the time, doesn't it? It happens quite a lot with these costumes and people getting offended and stuff. Like I saw an article where 2 girls went to a nightclub in fancy dress, and you could go as anything you wanted. There was top prizes for the best costume. They were each dressed as one of the towers, and they both had got these little toy planes and put them into the costume and had it was actually quite impressive job, like in terms of the design of it, and they won.
Yeah, something can be well made.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
all that?
it's well
Why all
made,
that
yeah.
effort in service of that concept? That's the problem with it, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I don't know if it is a problem. I find it quite interesting. It's like a lampoon, or it's like a laughing at something that's so dark that you shouldn't be laughing at it. But then isn't everything sort of engageable with laughter? I know it's distasteful.
Well,
I know but what is too soon, and where's the line? Because you don't mind people don't mind making jokes about the Egyptian, sort of slaves getting whipped and stuff. Well, where's the line? So because that happened in an
I don't
entirely
really go
different
for
century.
Don't
I don't
they
really
do-
go
don't
for
they-
the line thing and all that timing stuff. It's more my problem with it is it's not just an off the cuff witty joke that happens to be laughing about something dark. It's like that is planned, and the design and the creation of that thing all for the service of what's not really a very funny joke, I don't think. I don't think I'd find it funny like that. I just think it'd just be like confused.
I don't
What the
think
hell
I
is
find it
this?
funny, but then that's taste. But
I think people
also
might find the effort. I think people might find exactly that quite humorous. The effort that's gone into making, going as the towers. I once saw a costume which was simply a guy who was wearing like a priest outfit, which was just black shirt, black trousers, and a dog collar, and he had like a doll sort of stapled like face first onto his crotch,
right.
and that was that.
I don't find that amusing.
Oh,
but
no.
like, I don't find them. I might not necessarily find them funny, but it doesn't mean that I necessarily disagree with them either. Like, I find the inception of them really funny. Like, two girls sat around with pens in their mouths and behind their ears, going, "What shall we do? What should we do? There's two of us, so what can we do? What's happened recently?"
But interestingly, that priest one, like the time between the conception bit, which, as you say, is where the joke is, and the execution is probably very short compared to with those girls, which is probably quite long because it's quite a complicated thing that you've described. That's my thing with it.
I think as well, it's the reveal, and it's like the bravado needed to wear the costume in the first place, almost like sort of demolishes the joke before it's even been made. Like walking into the room and going, check me out. That's a doll. I'm a Catholic priest. And the room goes cold and dead, and everyone else is dressed in perfectly respectable, slightly amusing
Sunday best.
Yeah. Oh god.
And of course, slutty cat.
Oh yeah.
Staple at any Halloween.
Any Halloween party.
What's the best Halloween costume you guys have ever thought of or come up with? Did you get into it? I can't remember being into it. My best costumes are for Eurovision.
I remember when I lived in Wales, when I was 8 or 9 years old, that Halloween. I lived in Haverfordwest. Because I remember, it feels to me like Halloween's been very Americanized. Like when I was that age, we're going back to about 1991 or thereabouts.
Okay.
And as I recall, like Halloween was like scary stuff, monsters.
Yeah.
But increasingly, it's like people are just going as
Jimmy Savile.
like anything. No, not even. Well, that is quite scary.
Yeah.
But no, what I mean is like on American TV and stuff, it's just fancy dress.
Yeah,
and in
I
American
see what you're
films,
saying.
I remember, and living in Haverfordwest, there's or there was at the time, I don't know if it's still there, an American naval base on the coast there.
Okay.
So the estate that I lived on was a kind of like mishmash of different armed forces, and so there's American kids and stuff. So getting into that year, and it was much more like it kind of exploded the thing. You didn't have to be Frankenstein anymore. And my mum, who was like fucking made some wicked costumes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But she made with me a Macho Man Randy Savage costume.
Oh,
with
incredible.
the things
Holy
like coming
shit.
down. No way.
No
There
way. Have you got
has to
pictures
be-
of that?
There has to be a photograph
Oh,
of this,
It
mate.
must be. I don't
Get
have
hold
it,
of
but
your
it must
bar and get that fucking picture.
I tell you what,
out.
right?
Oh,
I'll
Jesus,
give you a
Ken,
few.
I would love to see that.
I'll give you a few of my mum's greatest hits. Now that I'm reminiscing, right? I think she was helping out with a primary school before I lived in Wales. So when I was even younger, I must have been about 7 or 8 years old, and it was St. George's Day, and there was a thing, and my mum made the dragon, which was like for two of us, and it was like that sort of metallic card paper you get. It's like green and yellow and blue.
Yes,
and it's like a metallic effect.
Yeah.
It was quite thick. It was all that, so it was like a sheet, and then those bits cut out scales and like stuck on
like
all
individual
over, all
scales?
over the whole
Oh, my
thing,
goodness.
and like a big thing. And then I also remember one year. This is probably the greatest of all of them, which I'll need to see a picture of this now. Actually, because as soon as I say that for a school fancy dress day, she constructed an Optimus Prime costume out of some boxes that were like coloured and everything.
Mate,
What's she used as a reference? Like a video, like cassette box or something, or
Yeah, or like some, you could get those like Ladybird Transformers.
Yeah, that's
comics. I don't know.
cool.
I must have had something.
I was
that
just about to say the best Halloween costume, or the best costume rather, I've ever seen is, I don't think it was to do with Halloween, it was a kid in school and it was doing the rounds on the internet last year, and it's an Optimus Prime costume, and he walks forward and then they go,
really?
"Oh, who are you, buddy?" He goes, "Optimus Prime." "Optimus Prime, oh fantastic, can you transform?" And he crouches and it fucking turns into a truck. His dad's an engineer, and he's made this thing like with two handles that all his kid has to do is pull it down and crouch, and it turns into a fucking truck, mate. Everybody just getting like the kids there going, "Oh wow!"
Wow.
Even the dude like who's doing the thing on the front, and can you transform? He does it. He goes, "Oh!"
yeah.
It's all over it. Going, "Oh, well done. Well, we'll see all the other. What are you, banana? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just looking at the kid. Do it again.
Yeah. No, but do you peel? No.
Yeah. But no, like goes into it and then but of course the best thing, stands back up again and walks off. Oh.
So Ken, did yours transform? I'm so Rowley. We're shitting on fucking
I
Ken's
said
memory.
his dad was an engineer, and I was going to bring that up anyway. The Optimus Prime. No, dude, that's amazing. That's absolutely brilliant. As far as Halloween went, I was pretty much, I was nailed to whatever was available in the naffy shop, which was usually fangs and a bin bag as a cape.
Yeah.
And hair
It's
into
funny
a
though
point.
that you say
white
before
makeup.
it became really Americanized, all we had to choose from was like Frankenstein and Dracula and all those different things. I remember those as like the choices actually, and now it's way bigger. I had loads, really weird ones. Like my mum used to do like.
I bet your mum did Granville help?
Yeah,
Because he's
he
got
used
the
to make
works in,
stuff.
mate. Yeah,
and-
I'll bet.
But mum used to do like SFX maker, like basically like village stores and stuff like that. It was really weird because she'd paint faces and she'd do like a tiger, and then the next kid would come up and go, "Oh, I want a bullet hole in my temple," and she could do that with this like putty.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah, so one year I
Win
had
it, you
proper
leg.
puttied all over my face, like cuts and like scrapes and bullet holes and all these different kinds of things. And then I had these tools like on the ends of my fingers, like little plastic ones that you buy in as a set, and they're all like kind of odd shapes and stuff. So it looks like you've got like tools as fingers. I guess it's like an Edward Scissorhands sort of thing. And I've got a photograph of me really camply dressed like this in a black turtleneck, just like hands bent at the wrists, like kissing, smooching into the camera, and then it was just like, I think, yeah,
Terrific.
That's probably why a lot of people think I'm.
You've got a blue and white striped vest on today as a hardback to the big gay sailor.
Yeah, if they saw me in this now, fuck.
Speaking about costumes, I got two more things to say.
Okay.
One is that I don't think we've done this since earlier in the month. We forgot about Geek Fest. We talked about it when it was in the paper, but Geek Fest in Newport Centre, wasn't reminded until I was walking into town about 2:30 on Saturday.
The 12th.
And I was coming in, I don't know.
We've been away since then, man. I mean, like, not
For me, it's
away.
been a while, but anyway, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm walking down the street going into Wilkinson's. It's only a fucking Jedi coming out the other way.
No way. Wilkinson's.
Yeah,
Did
and
he-
like the
did
full
he-
robes and the lightsaber on the belt.
my
I mean,
God.
Did he
and
do
the little tie thing and like
Oh, right. So,
braided hair thing.
oh,
yeah.
right. So, no, well, probably not a Jedi then. Probably, what's it called? A Padawan.
Well, maybe then. He looked quite
I'm
old.
trying to
Did he do the thing with the automatic doors? Did he do that? Did he like? use his
No.
hands and walk
He
through?
just strolled through. But it reminded me of something that someone once told me about. He said when we were students, the student union Halloween party, which was just a big fancy dress thing. He said when he was on his way there was a guy dressed in the full Jedi like robes with an R2D2. Like on like a little rope behind him, so he just walked and it looked like it was following him.
Oh, really?
Amazing.
Which is probably the greatest of the Star Wars type.
Yeah, we haven't really said anything about Green Man yet, have we?
We're gonna go there, mate. Why the fuck were we at Green Man? Justin, as a actual member of Tin Shed Theatre Company, perhaps it's best for you to explain.
We did a show there.
We did a
Wow.
show there.
Yeah.
Wow. Should we ring George and ask her to explain?
She's in France, mate. You can't contact her. Your only source is me, I'm afraid. We did a show there.
Ah, fuck.
That is my answer. We got a little circus tent. We put together a variety sort of cabaret act where we got Dan and Antonio to be a lion and a lion tamer.
Which was a great surprise because me and Dan thought we were going as just like, like hand
Crew.
men on
They were like, there's a
Yeah.
Green Man ticket available for you if you don't mind lifting some stuff.
Yeah.
No bother at all. And then it was the day after, I think, that Justin was here and he was going, yeah, we're thinking of a lion tamer. And I was like, all right,
Oh,
sounds
really? Did you not know up until that point?
No.
I
George
thought that
said,
would have been fully explained in the message.
So that was
so,
great.
yeah, grateful for the free ticket. But yeah, and then
Lion
you came
tamer
over.
and lion, is that like a top and bottom sort of thing?
Yeah.
Was that the subtext of your act? This man and beast.
I
in
think
the-
it, I think
whipped
it
him
just
a lot.
suited, man. If there was going to be a lion and lion tamer, I think Antonio would fill out face fur a lot better. But
Oh,
I think
yeah, look at
I'm just fatter, so I think it looks better.
That's funny.
Also, Antonio in very very white trousers and a green frilly top with maracas, a la Jim Carrey in The Mask. is hilarious in its own. Yeah, it was good. So we were relying on the lion tamer in your miniaturised circus.
Yeah, it was good,
Performed
man.
at Green Man.
Yeah.
What else did you have?
We had a World's Strongest Mime.
Oh God,
Who?
my favourite.
Yeah, he's,
Big shout out
no
to
offense,
Alex,
guys. No
who
offense.
I hope is
he's
listening.
my favourite.
You were fucking fantastic. Not only fantastic company, but yeah, Bartok, the World's Strongest Mime, was my favourite act.
That's pretty good, actually. That's one of those things you think, why haven't I heard that before?
Mm.
Which is quite an obvious thing.
Yeah, well,
World's
basically,
Strongest
yeah,
Mind,
but he
but
lifts invisible weights and all that kind of stuff. And then he,
it's
Although they
genius.
weren't supposed to be invisible, man.
No,
that was
no,
a
no,
mistake
no,
that happened.
No, it was a mistake that happened on the day. Like, where we were trying to spray his weights so they were grey and silver instead of the green, the material I made them out of. And the spray can just broke, so we had to mime.
They worked out really fast.
That's pretty genius, though.
But luckily,
I
yeah,
think.
that fitted him. In his
Oh,
Bartok
yeah,
act, he was playing, like, he gets a lady up from the audience and he plays himself, like, as a strongman on a date and a waiter. And the prop that he has is a red piece of cloth around his neck as a scarf for the strongman, and over the arm as like a cloth for the waiter. It's brilliant. There's one joke in it, one joke that made me just fucking piss. They have a scuffle. So there's a point where he takes the cloth off of his arm and puts it around his neck to get into character, but immediately stands up, takes it off, and throws it on the floor because they're about to fight. And the first time I saw it, I just thought he's so well performed. He's a brilliant actor as well. He was your monster for ages, of course. In Frankenstein.
Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, you are cut immediately. It wasn't anything to do with the way it went about.
So yeah, a ton of effort went in, and of course, the finale was Mr. and Mrs. Peril, played by Justin and George, who were a danger couple who do stunts, death-defying stunts on stage.
Yeah.
The most wordy of all of the of all of the acts, but so worth it. So worth it for a finale, which you've seen quite a lot, and you've had to take in a lot visually. It's nice to sort of sit back and hear, some jokes. So all that effort, one show.
Yeah, I would say.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Called off on the Sunday due to shitty weather. On the Saturday, the bogging weather that flooded all of our tents. I say all of our tents. Justin and I had the forethought to put a dirty clothes dam in the corner of the tents.
Once you've used your clothes, mate, and they've got nowhere to go, just ram them in the corners of the tent.
It's wonderful.
Fucking brilliant.
Only when it's raining. Otherwise, it's just sort of a smell in your tent. But,
we had Nag Champa.
We did have Nag Champa. And Antonio woke up.
I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning on the night that it was really hammering it down, like constantly all night. I woke up at 4 in the morning with water in my sleeping bag up to my knees. Like my sleeping bag up as far as my knees was soaked in water. My legs were cold, my feet were freezing and wet.
Where did you go?
And I got out of my sleeping bag, and then I noticed that all my things that were around the edge of my tent were getting wet as well. I had like little puddles of water.
So what was happening?
So I had to move everything into the centre of my tent, and I had to sleep in like a little ball in another sleeping bag which I had that I was actually lying on. And not.
Why did you have 2 sleeping bags?
Why didn't you just come into our tent?
Because it probably still would have been better than your tent, like more comfortable.
Definitely not, mate.
Than
Definitely
being
not.
between 2 people.
Dude,
We had half an airbed.
Dude, yeah, Jay's
It was
laid
fine,
across
I
the
worked it
airbed.
out.
I'm using half of the airbed as a cushion for my shoulders, neck, and head. It's fucking tons
Fucking
of
I
loads.
remember that
there.
morning, like no one really got out of their tent till about 11 because it didn't stop raining until about then. It was just like
It hammered.
really hammering it down. No one showered. No one could be bothered. No one could be asked like. To
I fucking showered, boy.
Yeah, you're the only one. You showered every day.
Boy, did I shower.
Mate, I showered once and then because of the hassle, I thought, fuck it, I ain't doing it again.
The hassle of walking across a field
It's a hassle.
into
mate.
a shower,
It's a hassle.
showering,
Yeah.
and then coming back.
Was grubby.
No, it was grand. Just over there in your shorts and towel. No bother. Lovely hot shower. Back you go, dry your feet, in your clothes.
No, nay bother is right. Like I didn't bother.
I brought a spare tent along, like a tiny little 2-man. Well, it was supposed to be a 2-man tent. It turned out it looked more like a 1-man tent for a child.
Yeah, no
Why?
human could sleep in that.
It was like something you put
We
up on
s-
the beach for the day.
Why did you have 2 tents though? Why take a spare tent?
We
I
thought
took it for thinking that Fez needed it, our photographer, yeah.
Fez was another guy who was there, taking some
Right.
photographs. Fucking ledge.
Video.
No one ended up using it,
Video?
but I left it set up just in case people wanted to use it as storage. I was the only one that ended up using it as storage. All I put in there was a carry bag of beers. Nothing else was in there. But anyway, we were having all these problems with wasps, so I said, why don't we put all our junk that's attracting the wasps in this one tent, like all of our like food, like our bin bags and that, so that the wasps go into the tent, we zip up the tent, we trap them all in the tent, and then wait until like we gotta go, and then just bloody let them out.
Like how
So this is-
cartoonishly ridiculous is that idea?
beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's so much so.
Let's fill a tent with bees. Like he was calling them bees. They were wasps.
And then zip it up.
It
And then
would
zip
work.
it up and just keep them in there for the
In
weekend.
fact, you don't even need to keep it wide open to trap them. You just need a little gap in there. They'll follow the scent. They'll get in there. They won't be able to find their way back out again because they're retarded, isn't they?
Oh my
They're
god.
stupid, isn't they? Have you ever
Imagine
seen,
one night getting back a bit pissed.
have you
and
ever seen a
climbing into-
wasp?
climbing into the wrong tent.
Have you ever had a wasp?
Zip, zip. You'd be
Have
fucking
you
violent.
ever had a wasp come into your like flat and then it's just like trying to get out, flying against the window constantly, like trying to get
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
None of them have a fucking clue why it's doing once it gets in.
It was smart enough
That's
to
why
sort
they're
of
like
hound you
this.
though for the weekend. Well, for the week. So yeah, massive thanks to George as well for
Yeah.
organising the lot and
Yeah,
making
man.
coffee, and to Josh, Rosie, Bertie, Alid, Fez, Dav, Camilla, and
Right.
Brent, of course. Rosie and Bertie brought a toilet tent as well that we didn't use. Like a tent that was there with
So
the,
you
with
had
the
a
proper
toilet tent and a storage tent.
Yeah,
What
and
other?
the toilet tent was the storage tent as well.
yeah for
Because
chairs.
nobody used it.
Chair
Because they
storage
said,
tent.
"Oh, we're bringing a toilet tent, and you're not allowed to use it." And I was like, "I don't fucking want to use it."
Yeah,
Like,
no
why
way.
the fuck would I want to use that?
That's gross.
I was like, "What are you going to do?" I was like, "You're going to bring a container with
Yeah.
a toilet seat on it, fill it full of this like liquid blue shit
Mm-hmm.
that breaks all your shit, and I would prefer the smell of shit." to that smell of
Yeah.
shit because it's fucking horrible. They try and
And-
cover it up and it just smells like fucking
And the
detergent
toilets,
shit.
the toilets are well placed outside of camp, so that there's not shit like
No,
right next
no,
to
no.
where you're camping.
And they went, "Oh, we're not going to do a shit in it." And I was like, "Well, I can just piss on the floor if I want." I was like, "This is ridiculous." I said, "So you're going to carry a bucket of piss into the toilet once every like day, rather than just go to the toilet a couple of times each?"
Yeah, you'd only got halfway through the sentence and the chairs were already being stacked in the toilet
Yeah,
tent.
yeah,
As well as
yeah.
Antonio's beer going, "Oh, there's wasps in this one now. I'm not going to be able." That's what he thought he was thinking, is that he was going to catch these bees that you were calling them, and he thought they were going to go in there, make a hive quickly, and you could have some lovely honey on your granola and linseed breakfast.
Yeah.
You embraced the hippie nature of Green Man like no other in your tent. Granola and linseed. Not granola and linseed in a thing. Granola, brought my own linseed.
Some honey to sprinkle on it. Sort of drip or
Hippie
drizzle on.
chocolate flakes. What do you want on the ice cream? Linseed, please. Oh.
I was sorted. I was eating.
Would
some
you want
good
your soy-based
nutritious
frozen
breakfast.
nettle ice cream.
No, because
Yeah,
I
mate,
knew that-
nettle ice cream made out of soy.
I knew that would be
With
my
fucking
healthiest
linseed
meal.
on it.
That would be my healthiest meal for the whole day. So I made sure that at least breakfast was healthy. So I had a healthy start to the day.
Yeah, it's good.
Because I knew for the rest of the day I was just going to eat shit. Because I ended up eating loads of burgers when I was there. Burgers and
man,
chips.
yeah, had some good food. We had food vouchers as well, so went mental for it. Buttermilk fried chicken is
The best.
the best.
There's
That
some
last bit on it, right? So, acts that we saw. I played Kenson Charles Bradley yesterday.
Oh, I quite enjoyed it. Yeah.
He's excellent.
He
Yeah,
he was a
so,
funny
yeah.
looking guy because he looked like a slimmer version of James Brown, right? And
I don't know.
the
There was a proud gut on.
his upper body looked really old school because he was wearing a red turtleneck long sleeve t-shirt with a like gold medallion thing, like coming
Okay.
down like one of those long chains, like sort of. And then the bottom half was proper like modern day gangster, massive belt buckle, shiny with fucking like a skull with wings
He
coming
did
off
have
it.
like sort of
And then,
like
like,
patterns down
yeah,
his jeans, like in fucking gold.
Yeah, like freaking diamond, like
Oh yeah,
bloody
brilliant.
jeans.
He
Like
had
freaking-
little diamonds all over the fucking polo
Yeah,
top, mate.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
it was freaking. It was a bit bizarre, but he was amazing. He was spinning around doing the splits like James Brown used to do. Found out that he used to be a James Brown tribute act as well.
He's quite an old guy, you were saying.
Yeah, he's in his mid-60s
But
and he made his
fucking hell, he
first.
still performs, man.
Yeah,
Cut his
Really,
first-
he's doing the splits.
No,
and things.
cut his first single in 2001, but his first album was released in 2009.
Yeah,
Kept
yeah.
rambling on about God and love and how the heavens were opening up and
Blessing us with
blessing
sweet,
us and
sweet
stuff.
rain.
And he was so grateful that we loved him because God showed him love, so through God he could love us and all this sort of thing.
Yeah, it was lovely. That's soul
It was
music
brilliant.
for you, man. It's fucking it's
All
what
sweet
he, what he
and
believes. Don't give a shit about that, man. He's fucking rocking that stage, that microphone, making that band who were incredible, like distinctly average. Just by the way, he had his eyes closed and was sweating
Yeah.
buckets and
Yeah,
smashing out round after
the
round
band was
after
incredible,
round.
man. And what I actually liked about it was he gave the band loads of time without him.
Yeah.
And then so the band would. I thought the band leveled out with him. I thought it was all equal, like because the band is supplied by the record label.
Yeah.
And the record label hires only solo artists, and the same band plays with more. So this band is so fucking well tuned, man. It's ridiculous.
They're so tight, man.
Fucking amazing.
He started saying, like, towards the end of the song, he started going, "Can I play with it? Can I play with it?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "What the fuck's he on about? What's he going to play with?" He was like, "Can I play with it? Can I touch it?" And we're like, "What the fuck?" And then he just gets down into like a freaking sort of down on the ground, front first, and starts laying pipe against the like you've seen that YouTube video. Just laying pipe all in our faces, like.
Oh no, he's used it in a sentence.
Because that's exactly what it was. Like, he knew what he was doing. So he must have seen the video on YouTube.
Fucking laying pipe. He hadn't said that all weekend when we've been talking about it. He hadn't described it once like that. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Fucking hell.
I'm really glad you
But
waited until that
oh
moment,
my
dude. Because I would have
God.
lost my shit. That was as
Oh
transcendent as I
God.
felt since we were watching Charles Bradley.
It was weird because the audience would just piss themselves laughing. But I reckon that when he used to do that in his heyday, women were screaming and that and chucking their knickers at him and stuff. He must have thought, I've still got this. I can do this. I can rock this shit. I can hunt the stage. They're gonna go mad. Everyone was pissing themselves laughing.
Yeah.
I think he thought that we thought it was sexy and cool, but it wasn't. It
I
was.
think some people must have thought it
No,
was
Most definitely. I
It's
thought it was cool. Certainly.
the site that the main stage is on, right, is like made like an amphitheatre because it goes up in like a tier of 3 hills.
Oh, wow.
So what happens is, because you're not on a flat level like you would be at, I don't know, like Reading or something like that, or even Latitude's slightly tilted, I think.
Yeah.
But if you're flat, then all of the crowd bunch up because they want to get closer because they've got a good view, because the more rows back they are, the worse view they have.
Okay.
But as it tiers up, you get a way better view.
It's
So you
stunning.
the view is just as good all the way up, so you don't get a load of clogging at the front. So we had fucking tons of view.
It's such a great place. I can't wait to go back to Green Man Festival. So yeah, big up to Green Man, to Charles Bradley, to St Vincent,
Yeah.
to the urban
Stave.
orchestra that we saw. The staves, they were incredible. Note perfect from start to
And
finish.
the massive like Green Man that they burnt at the end.
Yeah, Jay's got a video of that we'll chuck up. Super furry animals, pretty sweet. That was Green Man.
Yeah.
It was cracking. Touch of this week in history.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, man. Let's head the fuck back there then.
No, please. Don't drop. 3, 2, 1.
So last week in 1967, George Lincoln Rockwell is shot and killed by John Patler, who's a former member of the American Nazi Party, of which Rockwell was the commander for 9 years.
Commander.
Commander of the American Nazi Party.
What a
His
cunt.
writings and philosophy influenced like neo-Nazis today. Super influential in the white supremacist movement. So yeah, was a massive cunt.
When did that start?
The American Nazi Party.
Yeah.
He did it for 9 years, so I'm imagining like sort of the late 40s, early 50s.
Oh, right.
I guess after the fall of German
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazism.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
National
cool.
socialism, isn't it? It's a
Weird.
compound German
That's
word.
still, well, I guess of course it does. Of course it still kind of flies a little bit.
Well, no, people are into National Socialism. People are still fascists. It's just
Yeah.
not a very popular thing. We mentioned it a couple of weeks back, how, you know, the views back then of fascists and horrible dictators weren't seen as that controversial. Sort of racial stereotypes still flew, do you know what I mean? It was fine. It's a really recent idea that beating your children, we say, isn't considered
Yeah, they're on
a
Twitter.
good thing. The American Nazi Party,
They're on Twitter, mate. ANP14 is or at.
are they verified? Have they got their blue tick?
Okay, the American Nazi Party, or ANP, was an American political party founded by George Lincoln Rockwell, as Dan said, headquartered in Arlington, Virginia,
Mhm.
which I think is where the
Cemetery, right?
yeah.
Arlington
He
Cemetery.
initially called it the World Union of Free Enterprise National Socialists.
That's a better title.
or the WFENS, or Wuffens.
Wuffens.
But later renamed it the American Nazi Party in 1960 to attract maximum media attention.
Yeah.
The party was largely based upon the ideals and policies of Adolf Hitler's NSDAP in Germany during the Third Reich. It also espoused Holocaust denial. Yeah, founded in 1959.
Let's not give them any more time.
I think lots of ideological divisions and stuff within them because they can't even agree on being a bunch of racist cunts.
Yeah, of course they can. Loads of infighting. You'll get that with people who've got fucking sloping foreheads. Less evolved. Very different skin. You think you're the superior race, do you?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking one set of teeth between the 12 of you. Fuck off. This last week in 1609, Galileo first demonstrates his telescope to a bunch of Venetian lawmakers.
When? What year?
1609.
Wow.
What was it?
The telescope.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's not like fucking Da Vinci's helicopter.
He didn't get in court for like, I don't know.
No, he showed it to lawmakers, probably to patent it, to go,
Yeah.
like, because he'd have used it loads and he'd have gone, this is fucking How long do you reckon he had it? How long would you have been looking into fucking windows?
Yeah, he needed it to be a certain distance to get across the garden.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've done the periscope. This can look up round corners.
Do you think that's what motivated him then? Just a pair of...
I'm saying necessity is the mother of invention, and we do need to see boobies from time to time.
Yeah.
Only-
Back
Galileo
then-
was a serious
back then they were-
scientist.
No,
Yeah,
only
a
if-
serious,
yeah, but-
well-paid scientist. Pay for boobs, man.
I don't think that.
What was the first
they're like
telescope
rock
made
stars.
of?
Hmm?
What's the first telescope made out of?
2 glass lenses and something to keep them a distance apart.
Brilliant.
Well,
What's a modern day telescope made of?
Yeah.
well, yeah. There you go. Well, no, they're radio
No,
telescopes
do
now,
you
aren't
mean
they?
like wood or stone?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Would it have been wooden? Would it have been copper? Would it have been...
I've no idea, man. They'd
I
have
don't-
had
I don't-
metal and forging and stuff like that.
No, but I don't think if you were going to make it, the first one, you'd make it out of wood, surely. You wouldn't go to
Yeah.
casting something in
And I
proper
thought-
bronze or beating it down. Wood's easier to manipulate,
I
right?
thought
So
it
you
was
make
more than
it...
2 lenses. Because I thought that for it to work, that whole thing is
Yeah.
full of like layers of lenses.
Is that right? I
thought-
seriously don't know. I have no idea. I genuinely have no
think
idea.
it would just be one little lens at the bottom. And
Do
then
you know what I
one
said
big
too?
one, yeah.
It's because of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, when Azim wraps 2 lenses in a bit
Yeah.
of leather. Morgan Freeman looks at it, and that's that. It could well be.
It's quite an amazing invention when you think
I
about
think
it.
as
really.
well, though, it's a big assumption that he was looking at women.
What do you think he was?
I'm just saying. he
Trying
might
to
have
find
been-
a lost sheep.
Well, no, I mean, he
in
was...
his neighbour's garden.
Although a genuine... This is what it says. Although a genuinely pious Roman Catholic, Galileo fathered 3 children out of wedlock.
What? Yes.
Exactly.
So not that thing before.
Yeah, as a dishonest, hypocritical
2
Roman
daughters
Catholic,
and a son.
Galileo.
Galileo
Interesting.
continued to receive visitors until 1642 when, after suffering fever and heart palpitations, he died on the 8th of January 1642, aged 77. How
Whoa!
badass is that for that time?
What the fuck?
The Grand...
That's really... Yeah.
No, he was rich and well looked after. You must be right then. In that
Yeah,
case, for
the
some
Grand
reason.
Duke of Tuscany, Ferdinando II, wished to bury him in the main body of the basilica. Is it Santa Croce? Did I get that right?
Yeah, it's fine.
No. Next to the tombs of his father and other ancestors, and to erect a marble mausoleum in his honour, in Galileo's honour.
Yeah.
These plans were dropped, however, after Pope Urban VIII and his nephew Cardinal Francesco Barberini protested because Galileo had been condemned by the Catholic Church for vehement suspicion of heresy.
Oh right.
He's instead buried
Looking at
in
the sky and going, he's not there.
a-
I'll be totally honest,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
I've literally just seen further than anybody else, and you are welcome to have a go. That's why I made 2. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
he's not.
He was buried in a small room next to the novices' chapel at the end of a corridor from the southern transept of the basilica.
Mm-hmm.
Or the southern transept of the basilica to the sacristy, whatever that is. He was reburied, though, in the main body of the basilica in 1737 after a monument was erected in his honour.
Cool.
During this move, 3 fingers and a tooth were removed from his remains. One of these fingers, the middle finger from Galileo's right hand, is currently on exhibition in the Museo Galileo in Florence, Italy.
What?
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'm ashamed not to know more about Galileo, but I'm
You
glad.
do now?
Yeah, certainly do. Yeah, Catholic Church hated him, which probably makes you a good guy.
Ooh. Based on based only on uncertain descriptions of the first practical telescope which Hans Lippershey tried to patent in the Netherlands in 1608, Galileo in the following year made a telescope with about 3 times magnification. He later improved versions with up to 30 times magnification. With a Galilean telescope, the observer could see magnified upright images on the Earth. This was commonly known as a terrestrial telescope or a spyglass. So he didn't. Some guy had invented it first, and he read descriptions of it, and then.
Yeah, but I reckon he smashed it out of the park, though. I reckon this
Sounds
Dutch
like
guy, if
it.
it was any good, like he would have sorted it.
But then that's not what he's famous for, is it?
No.
Galileo. It's the
Queen song.
He's got us there. Is it his what's it called? Heliocentric universe.
yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. He was the guy who proposed that the planets and the Earth and the other planets orbit the sun, as opposed to the Earth being the center of the universe.
Right.
That is why the Catholic Church hated him. I think was one of the big ones.
Yeah.
They were like, "You cheeky bastard."
Because prior to him, it was like the Earth was the center of the heavens and the focus of everything, the focus
Yeah.
of God.
I wonder if like intelligence and in, like the advancement of, I don't know how to describe it, like
Science.
technology, I guess, and science. Yeah, like if a telescope is involved in technology, for example, whether we've slowed down or sped up,
How do you mean?
like the modern equivalent of these inventions and discoveries.
What?
I mean, they're all kind of like genetics and I was saying this. You think we slowed down in like the discovery? I'm not making much sense.
No, I don't understand the question, man. I'm sorry, I've got no clue what you're talking about.
Just
I'm sorry,
like
man.
inventing shit, but not on like a mobile phone or level or anything.
What?
I'll
Do you
forget
mean-
it.
do you
forget
Mate,
it.
mean
you've got a
Hang on,
smart.
hang on.
I know what you
Do you
mean.
mean the significance of it? Do you mean like the invention's a big leap? Where
Yeah,
does it
yeah.
feel like we're making
Yeah, not like a
smaller,
heliocentric universe,
smaller
but like,
increments to things?
yeah, invention of electricity. You know, the sort of.
Always electricity. Electricity wasn't invented either.
Oh god, the invention of the wheel. You know,
Telephones, radio,
yeah,
that sort of stuff.
television.
We just made those great things better. I see what you're saying. What would be next then?
No,
Tone?
now it's just about extending on
Yeah, what we've already got.
what we've already got. Whereas before we were getting new things.
He gets me, man.
So we had a
Gets
record
me.
player,
You should be
then we
worried.
had a CD player, we had a VHS player, then it became a DVD player.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Then we had computers, we had laptops, we had phones. So, you know,
Open question, man.
What's
how much
next?
further can it go? Well, they've done watches. No, I mean like watches.
Nailed them.
No, I mean watches like laptops.
Big
you
ones,
get, like,
small
Like
ones.
laptops.
No, you get like those.
Oh,
like,
I watches.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's quite a that. Well, actually, that's
Dude,
not
those
you're right,
things
That's not
test
really
your-
a leap. That's not really a big
No, it's
leap
not.
because that's still just the same thing, but just in a
Smaller and
different
on your
form.
wrist. Yeah.
You're
So
right.
what's
We need
next?
something
What do
new,
we
man. It needs to be like flying cars and shit.
Fly cars.
Flying cars is that where we're at? Hoverboards and shit? Individual jetpack maybe?
There is a hoverboard.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
pretty sure it's authentic.
No, it
Because have
definitely
you seen
is.
the thing where the guy tilts the metal on
It's
the
a super,
on
it's
the
a
rim?
super cooled magnet, and the opposing charge then underneath it,
Yeah.
and they levitate. And yeah, you can push it around a
Do you
track.
know-
You can tilt it, and you can spin discs of it, and
Yeah,
ones that are
yeah,
shaped
yeah.
like sort of spinning tops.
Do you know what I think we're gonna have? We're gonna end up having like little memory card, like you know, like with music and films. Like they still sell like DVDs and like with the cases they
Yeah.
still sell
Yeah.
CDs. I think we're gonna end up having everyone gets like just goes out and buys like a really powerful like memory stick. Like everyone's just
iPod.
got a memory stick, and you literally go into a shop and whatever film or song you want to buy or album or film. You just plug it into this system, you pay for it, you get it, and then you've got it on this
It's
one card.
already more advanced
So-
than that. mate.
It's
already
more
past that.
advanced
Not
than that.
really, no.
Yeah, you can just download music to your phone
No,
from
but
here.
that's not what I mean. No, that's different. That's what I mean, mate. I
What
don't
do you
mean
mean?
that.
You mean
you
getting
don't-
rid of
you
like the
don't-
actual
I
physical
mean
CD
having
of the copy?
you can literally have everything on one device, and with
Yeah,
that one
but-
device,
yeah, but
you can
What
plug
physical objects?
You
Or
can
what?
plug it
Like,
in,
what do you buy
it.
from
You can
shops?
plug it into one system
Yeah.
in your house. And you can watch. You've got your whole list of movies you own. Your whole list of at the moment people have got DVDs everywhere. They've got films on their bloody saved on their TV.
Yeah.
They got. Do you know what I mean?
But-
they haven't just got it all in one place.
But-
Same with music. You've got vinyls.
You can
you've
already. You're thinking that you have a physical thing you take to a shop to buy it, but like you said, you don't need to do that. The device is the interface, so you don't need to go anywhere. You can just download it, and you can sync
So your
up.
TV is already
phone
there, your
and
phone is already there.
You
could-
could, yeah.
You could set that up,
The
mate.
difference is, you could set it up. It's just the fact that they're still available to buy. That people have them. People like having a physical copy of stuff. That's why people like vinyl so much.
Yeah, but it's not the same because if you get rid of your TV, where's it all go?
Don't get rid of your TV. Why were you
No, I
doing
know.
that?
What I mean is something that is handy that you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Yeah, but then what do you plug it into if you get rid of your TV?
No, that's what I'm saying. Something that is universal that can be plugged into the same similar
already
device
more
wherever
advanced
you
than
are.
that, though.
Yeah, but
It's already
how
more-
do you watch it?
Yeah, we are going slower. You're right. Dave.
It's already more
back.
How
advanced,
do you
though.
watch it? If you
Because-
put it on this chip, what you get home and you're like, right, I'm going to watch that film that I just bought from that shop. No TV.
No, this is where the
got a
innovation
monitor.
comes in.
A
Just
monitor.
plug it into your face.
TV.
What do you mean?
All right, okay. Here's the thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
This is why we're more advanced in this, right? What happens if you lose the chip?
You have to start all over again and buy a new
Right.
chip. Like,
Whereas now, if you've got like
You
an
got it all
account
saved
with
on your
something,
iTunes.
yeah,
You got it all saved on your iCloud
or your Netflix or whatever.
It's just
Now I
that-
get what you're
I'm
saying.
going backwards.
You could bring it all together,
The
but
price we pay is that it gets hacked, and
Yeah.
that's the price we pay. Yeah, it's already more advanced. Though.
Ashley
So-
Madison.
So what's I know
that
I'm,
happened.
I if I was married, if the fictional wife that I put on that Ashley Madison account finds out, I'm in virtual
No,
trouble, man.
there's thousands of them are like Mickey at Disney.com and stuff like this. A lot of them accounts what I read about was just people who were kind of curious and just signing up with fake
Oh, yeah.
fake stuff, you know.
Yeah. So I saw that
Oh,
Jew's
so
Edge
what?
cliff.
What were they signing up
Ashley
Sorry, no,
Madison. Do you not hear about this story?
No.
It's a website where married people go on specifically to cheat on their spouses.
That's it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, have an affair. Obviously, it was hacked and the information was leaked, and it's like people picking through it, like, oh, is there any famous people on here?
Oh, my
No way.
God.
And there was, wasn't there, Dan?
Josh Duggar was on there.
He's like, was it
Did we
19
not cover
kids
him?
and counting?
Did we not cover him on this?
I think we maybe did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was from the show 19 Kids and Counting in America. It's like God-fearing family with loads and loads of children.
No.
When he was 14, he basically molested his sisters and other young girls. Yeah, but through prayer and hard scriptural knowledge and study, he finally got better and he couldn't be put in jail for it. He's a fucking piece of shit. But he was on there, so that was another thing. Just hopefully to add a nail into his coffin. But yeah, fucking ridiculous.
According to CNN 20 minutes ago, he's gone into rehab.
For what? Christ addiction.
No.
Man, I
wait,
can't stop
no.
on the JC, man. You gotta help me. I do 2-3 Bibles a day.
Anyway, the point
My
is
God.
this guy, he's 27 years old. He's got the most ridiculous... there's a picture of the family. That's him at the back. Really small because there's so many of them. So
Oh,
many
right,
fucking
yeah,
kids. Okay? And yeah, he's a God-fearing fucking...
Is it a reality show?
Yeah.
Have you not seen
Yeah.
the
Right.
British version?
No.
Yeah, we covered it. We did this before, man. It was the mother that I dislike
Oh,
for
right.
no other reason than she's really boring. Last week in 1996, Prince Charles and Princess Diana divorce.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't think they got a divorce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, that
They
is
did,
new
right?
information to me, mate.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then
actually
she did that
think they
interview with
had.
Martin
I thought
Bashir.
that all the news was about. I thought the news was all about how they weren't getting on and that
There was
that
an affair or something.
Yeah, there was fair, but that they were actually still together legally.
No,
Yeah.
no, divorced. She did that
No
interview
way.
with Martin
I
Bashir,
didn't
that
know that.
famous one, saying there were 3 of us in this marriage.
No way, man. But I thought they were still together. It just
Who
it
was
a
the
shit
third?
marriage.
The Queen.
Camilla Parker.
Camilla Parker.
Oh.
He's not Principal Skinner.
I bet he is a bit.
Oh, that was a new thing I wanted to introduce as well to this podcast, in tribute to Mr. David Bland, who is a housemate of yours.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
a top bloke. Doesn't really get on with The Simpsons.
He's never really seen it, mate.
Well, he's never really
he
seen it
doesn't
then.
get any references. From
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
use them all the time, and he's like, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
that is.
know, and he hates me for it. So yeah, the section's called The Simpsons Did It. If at any point during the podcast I can reference something that you say that's to do with the Simpsons episode, I bloody well shall.
Excellent.
And we've had it for this one. Simpsons did it. And last week in 1968, so the year after that Nazi was killed, Sir Garfield, or Gary Sobers, becomes the first batsman, you'll love this, it's a cricket fact, to hit six sixes during an over of cricket.
Wow.
Sounds so good.
Yeah?
Wow,
Every enthralled by that?
Tone, you fucking love
I'm gonna have
cricket,
to
don't
go.
you,
I'm
mate?
gonna have to go sit down, and I'm already sat down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it really bowled me over. To be honest.
Amazing.
Like,
Great.
I still had energy for a pun.
Any more cricket puns, anybody?
I don't think we really hammered home the point about Josh.
No,
Don't
I'm
know,
really
he's-
stumped on
he's-
that one actually.
What?
Because oh, dude, come on,
No,
I don't
he-
want to take any more time to it, man. It's
Stumped.
fucking-
I was still on cricket jokes. Mate.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Ken. I didn't
No, I
mean
was
to
just gonna
insult
say,
you,
I
but
don't
I was
think
hoping more cricket jokes were gonna come out of.
No,
Oh,
just because
no. Don't be daft,
it was
don't
too
be daft.
strenuous, maybe.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
one of
No,
those
we've crossed a boundary there.
paid
Ah,
account.
they're still coming.
I think he should be count of the week.
Yeah,
Alright.
absolutely. That's
Most
a good-
definitely
good
then.
nomination.
Yeah, we got a few heroes coming up as well, but most definitely after a pretty disjointed last week in history, Josh Duggar, you are this week's cunt of the week.
Horrible cunt.
That's weird, but it works. It works
Yeah,
really well.
that's fine. Well, I'm happy with that. That's grand. Some heroes then. Yeah, we'll go from cunt straight to heroes because there's a few. First and foremost, the two Americans and the British expat who beat the shit out of a guy on a French high-speed train.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Last week, foiled attack with guns.
They did.
Yeah. You saw him about to fucking sort of shoot one of the Americans who were soldiers. I think they were Navy.
Sea lions.
Yeah, I think they were two dolphins.
The guy that they attacked was French, yeah?
I don't know.
They were on a train, yeah?
Yeah, they were on a train and they saw this guy pull out a gun. One of the Americans took a shot to the arm, I think, and they rushed him to the ground, wrestled the gun out of his hand, and just fucking pounded his face, body, and everything else.
What the
Until the
fuck?
train came to a stop and they were able to get the authorities. They were given the highest award for bravery that can be given to a civilian in France.
3 Americans and a British guy. They were
beg
awarded the
pardon?
Legion d'honneur by the French president.
Mm-hmm.
The French guys saved the Americans, is what you say.
What the fuck?
I'm really confused. The French guys aren't...
I don't think he was targeting them. I think it was one of the attacks that I'm just
Yeah.
going to kill everyone on this train.
Right.
That was
I
the
see.
idea, I think.
Sorry, those were the...
Heroic work.
Well, they
Yeah,
have
Heroic
to
work.
be quite protected now.
Who?
Those guys.
No.
No, man, fucking badass.
They already
Oh,
took
yeah,
down,
but
they already
for,
took
like,
down one guy with a
attacks.
gun.
For like attacks and stuff.
Well,
Further
no.
attacks.
Yeah, but...
They just bring it on.
Right.
The guy said, man, he said, I thought I was going to die anyway, so I might as well take some action. It was a real refreshing thing from don't be a hero. Don't take matters in your own hand. Just be as passive as possible. Run away. He's like, ah, fuck that. I'm going to die anyway. See, this guy's got a gun. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's a good point though, isn't it? Like, he obviously, as you saw the gun come out, in that moment, like, he's going to start shooting at everyone. I'm at risk.
Yeah, man. Fight.
Imagine all the
May as well
imagine being a
try.
person on that train
Rather than run.
and
Okay.
witnessing it, and you would owe your life in that whole situation. It would build so quickly. You'd see the gun, you'd be like, "Fuck."
He's a 25-year-old Moroccan, this guy, Ayoub El Kazani.
Fuck you.
Right. He boarded the train in Brussels. It was a Kalashnikov assault rifle that he had on him. So we're saying a gun. He also
An
had
AK-47, that is, I think.
he had a Luger pistol, a bottle of petrol, a box cutter, and a hammer, and he had 270 rounds of ammunition.
Yeah, British guy got jabbed in the leg, I think, with the Stanley knife.
There's video footage on here showing him after he was subdued. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. We'll chuck a link up to this video as well. Stirring stuff, man.
I've just got one criticism to make,
So,
and it's about you for putting that first.
what do you
All
mean?
other heroes are surely just going to pale in comparison. Should have had that last.
You think?
Really?
Really? You think, dude?
I mean, it's going to be harsh now because
No,
some
no,
of those
no,
people
no.
are going to have done some
Dude.
incredible things.
Dude, that's harsh. That's some seriously heroic work. The next one is some seriously heroic work. You'll absolutely love it, and I'm sorry if it puts it down. But then we've got a real lifter for a hero of the week. Okay.
Okay, just before we finish, right? The 3 American friends on a tour of Europe. They're off-duty military servicemen. Their names are Spencer Stone, Alec Scarlatos, and Anthony Sadler.
Second hero of last week. Bit of a sad one. Did you ever hear? I certainly didn't before this story of Route 29 Batman in America.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course I did. Of course
Yeah.
I did.
Ken knows this story really well. Guy's name's Lenny B. Robinson. and for the
Did
last.
You honestly, you must have seen this. The police dash cam footage when they pull over the Batmobile and Batman gets out of it.
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
The police pull over Batman?
No.
Right, okay, sorry man.
You get some, mate. Sorry, I beg your pardon. No, that's something I had seen. So I had seen it. I didn't know. I didn't know the full story of this guy, Lenny Robinson. So Route 29 Batman. Route 29's big road in
I know
America.
you're talking about like Adam West. I'm talking about a Tim
Yeah.
Burton style
No
fucking
way.
Batman
Oh,
thing
really?
and Batmobile. Yeah.
Dude, the Batmobile he drives is a custom built Lamborghini that he had paid for. Okay, he made the suit himself. It's the Michael Keaton jobby, just with the nice yellow bat symbol in the middle of it. It's absolutely stunning. It looks fantastic. Sad news is, unfortunately, he passed away last week. He was in the Batmobile, and it had broken down. He was fixing on the side of the road, and a car struck it, and unfortunately he was fatally wounded. The reason he was in the Batmobile, and the reason he does this, is for the last over a decade, he spent $25,000 a year of his own money, as a businessman, driving that Batmobile to hospitals across Route 29 and visiting sick kids. And and just spending the day there. Does it all the time.
Used to like sign autographs as Batman.
Just as Batman. We'll chuck some pictures up and we'll chuck a good bio of it as well, because it's an absolutely wonderful story and a really, really sad loss, but certainly worthy of Hero of the Week. So yeah, last Hero of the Week. Justin, this is on you, mate, and my hero is the second most famous member of NSYNC, Joey Fatone.
Yeah.
Who wrote an open letter this week to the members of One Direction. Take it away.
Are you gonna do this like properly, like an actor now?
No,
No,
I'm
just
gonna
go.
do it.
Just gonna do it like you.
Yeah. Dear Liam Payne, Louis Tomlinson. Is it Tomlinson? Yeah. Dear Liam Payne, Louis Tomlinson, Niall Horan, and Harry Styles. Hey guys, it's Joey Fatone, former member of NSYNC and current announcer on Family Feud, the job I've always dreamed of. This weekend, while sitting on the toilet and crying, I love my life, I flipped through my iPhone and saw that you'd announced a 1-year hiatus beginning in March. I just wanted to congratulate you guys and wish you well. I'm sure 2016 will be a wonderful time for everyone from One Direction. And give them time to pursue some independent projects before regrouping as a stronger band 1 year later. Here's to spreading your wings. Ha 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 ha. Psych. Here's how it's going to go down, fellas. While you're on hiatus, Harry will record some dope singles with Beyonce, Ryan Adams, Wiz Khalifa. Is it Khalifa?
Khalifa.
Oh my god, Khalifa. While you're on hiatus, Harry will record some dope singles with Beyonce, Ryan Adams, and Wiz Khalifa. Come out with a killer solo album produced by Pharrell and Timbaland. Cut his hair, dye his hair, and do a second, less awesome album. Let his hair grow super long and wear it in 2 braids. Crush a self-effacing cameo in a Judd Apatow movie. Buzz his hair and release a third self-produced album on which he hints at being bisexual that everyone will call his best work. The rest of you are fucked. I mean fucked. I am the second most successful former member of NSYNC and I am Joey Fatone. Say that out loud to yourself. Besides Justin Timberlake, Joey Fatone is the most successful member of NSYNC. Here's me being a spokesman for Bosley Hair Restoration last year, and then there's a picture of him from the ad. Best case scenario, you'll do a 6-week stint in a Minions the Musical on Broadway before you bounce around different hosting jobs on channels like Spike and True TV. Do you know what Chris Kirkpatrick is doing? Because I don't. He's completely unreachable. He might be managing at a Best Buy. He might be managing at a Best Buy in Sacramento. He might be dead. No one knows. Louis, I'm looking at you. There is one exception. If one of you is gay, you might have a shot. Wait till One Direction has been dead for 2 years. Kiss your hot boyfriend at an award show, then ride that relevance like a beautiful boner and pray to God that you get a show on Bravo. It's not that you guys aren't talented, it's that Harry is so much cuter, cooler and more talented than the rest of you. Deep down you've always known that, but you will never truly understand it until you're in your grimy little condo, sitting in your boxers, sucking a chow mein noodle off your PlayStation controller and watching Harry blow it up on SNL. Jesus Christ, I wish I was still in NSYNC. Jesus fuck, I would give all my hair to go back to that. Anyway, enjoy the next few months, One Direction, because they're your last.
What?
I think they've got to be mates.
Is that banter, or is he actually just having a
I
dig?
think they've got to be, mate.
I don't reckon.
No?
I don't reckon.
Either way, man, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That's really, really
it's fucking
good.
Great.
So yeah, it's Joey Fatone getting himself back out there. I'm sure we'll hear the name again.
You know why they were called NSYNC?
Because they're not in sync with one another.
It's a play on the
Non-synchronised.
last letter of the original members' names: Justin, Chris, Joey, Jason, and JC. Like just a
Jay.
J and a C, like two initials.
It's not creative at
So
all.
it's on the last names, but you read the first names.
No, that's what it says.
Non-synchronized dancers and
Oh,
singers.
they just that seems to. Yeah.
Non-synchronized dancers and singers. You're talking about an acronym.
It's
Is it an acronym?
it's
What would the
difficult.
acronym for NSYNC be?
No, I know. I just mean like
Or what would it be though? NYS.
No, NSYNC.
Oh yeah. NSYNC. What would it be?
never say you're not cool. Because you are. That's the subliminal message.
I'm leaving that silence in.
The longest silence I've ever heard in this room.
Oh, but what the way though? That was fucking brilliant.
Jesus, that was so good. I was wondering what direction you were going to go in with it. I didn't know. I wasn't sure of it, but
You
came
went
out
you
strong.
went loads better. I was trying to
Yeah.
think of something rude, but you went,
Yeah.
no man, it's a pop band. I can never say you're not cool. That's
Never
what NSYNC stands for.
Never say you're not cool. That's man, it's so good.
So amazing.
Oh man.
Tone fucking laying some poetical pipe with his mouth.
It just needs a bit of time.
Fucking right. Yeah, that's what we should do. We should make this last
There's a
longer.
lot of letters, mate. I had to, I had to get through each one.
Yeah, I wish we'd have taken a picture of your face while you were thinking of them.
Well, it's a good job you've got warmed up though, Tone, because it's time for I Can Speak Just As Long As You, Tone.
Oh.
Antonio, you've got 60 seconds to talk without hesitation, repetition, or deviation on the subject of Michael Jackson. Go.
Michael Jackson is most probably the most.
Repetition.
I can't do it. I was on it then as well. I knew
You were on it. How many seconds? How many seconds is on it?
Can I try again?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you buzz in with the correct challenge, you can try again. No problem.
It doesn't go around in an order.
Uh-huh.
You got to catch the people out, and then you get to go.
You buzz in with the correct challenge, then you get the rest of the time. So think a little bit about Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
you can.
man. Justin,
Yeah.
correct challenge then, mate. So you get the rest of the time. You've got 55 seconds to speak about Michael Jackson. Starting now.
The correct spelling of Michael Jackson is Michaeljackon. A lot of people.
No,
Wait, got a challenge coming in from
Oh,
Antonio.
You
What's
just
the
spelled it
challenge?
wrong.
Oh really?
Yeah, you spelled it E-A-L instead of A-E-L.
All right.
Ah,
Nice
bullshit,
work, mate.
motherfucker.
Deviation from the truth.
Right, cool.
Okay.
Now you get it back.
Yeah.
All right, mate. 45 seconds to talk about Michael Jackson. Go.
Michael Jackson, also known as MJ or the King of Pop, is apparently the most famous
Repetition.
celeb.
Well, repetition of.
The word the.
We're gonna let
No way.
we're gonna let the slide, okay? There's a few
just
things you can
carry
let
on.
slide. If you was to say Michael Jackson a lot, you could go for repetition. Okay, mate. That's an incorrect
The
challenge,
reason
Justin.
I find this so hard is because the reason why I'm talking like that is because I know I'll say if I don't concentrate on everything
of
because
course.
I'm out.
It's fine. Did a great job.
So what? I carry on where I left off.
Yeah, 38 seconds, mate. You ready? Go.
Is the most famous person who has ever been in like the pop industry. Damn.
Hesitation.
See,
When you have to carry on, you can sort of start a new train of thought. That's amazing, though, that you carried on from the middle of the sentence, exactly to the place that you left off.
Yeah.
Shall I continue? Amazing. 31 seconds, Justin. Michael Jackson. Go. Ken, are you in on this, man?
Yeah, I'm just laughing though. I'm just watching.
Okay, great. You ready?
I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
Go.
Michael Jackson had raven black hair and skin as pale as the moon. And, he used to do a move which was named after the moon. It was the moonwalk, and although I have repeated a lot of things, nobody's called me on it yet. Michael Jackson's shoes were black, and shiny, and he used to slide across the dance room floor in front of audiences of thousands. Literally thousands and thousands of people would queue to see Michael Jackson.
What?
Thousands
Stop.
and thousands and
Stop.
thousands.
He's not repeating. Yeah, only just then he started repeating thousands. Before that, I didn't see what he was on about. They repeated.
Said the moon loads.
He used moon in different contexts.
Okay.
Moon as in like the colour of the moon. And then he on about the dance move, moonwalking. I didn't see it as repetition.
All right, man. No, it's good. 3 seconds on Michael Jackson, buddy. Go.
He kick-started his career in a group with his brothers called the Jacksons.
Yeah, all right, man. First point.
Alright,
All right.
first time.
That's 4 to Justin, 1 to Ken, 1 to Tone. Good shit. You sitting comfortably, mate?
Yeah.
Excellent. And it's time for a question of Tone.
What you got for me this time?
I have to change the intro.
Question of
Tone.
New theme tune there, because this is going the fuck on iTunes. If I have to, if I have to
If
go,
I have to make it myself.
if I have to crawl into an apple myself
Yeah.
and speak to the pip genius.
A little while ago, we asked you about surviving the apocalypse, didn't we? Because you were saying you thought you'd be much better at surviving than us. And we talked a little bit about that, and it reminded me. I was thinking about this recently, and it reminded me of a sort of alternative apocalypse of sorts, which was one that a couple of friends of mine, when I was a kid, when I was about 13, 14, we used to talk about this all the time, and it is the fantasy that you wake up one day and there's no one. Like the world, everything's as it is, but everyone's gone.
There's a show on Dave at the minute called The Last Man on Earth, I think, that's dealing with
Fucking
this
excellent.
very thing.
Yeah.
But what I want to know, Tom, what I'm interested in, is what you might do.
It's really exciting idea. It's really exciting. So I'd be in Newport at the time. Obviously, I'd be where I am now. I wake up one morning.
Yeah, you wake up
So,
tomorrow morning. You bet.
Everything is there except people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We'll make it
Amazing.
more complicated as it goes along, I assume.
Right. Okay. So I guess the first thing I'd think is right. Okay. Shit. All right. Awesome. Walk to the shop. Break
Cheers, mate.
in. Walk into shop. Walk over
We
to.
don't need it that step by step. I reckon.
Right, I could just break into shop, get some like nice packets of crisps, chocolate, ice cream,
Yeah, okay.
hot beer,
Ice cream,
wine, actually
beer.
wine, whatever.
Home Alone, this is what you're thinking of, mate.
Maybe a cigar, pack of cigars. Then I don't know, man. I'd probably
Just me, what a shot of my life.
go to the river and try and find a boat, get on the boat, because normally you'd get someone would stop you, wouldn't they? To get on the boat.
Yeah, well, someone probably owned that boat
This
there.
is amazing.
Get it going,
Look
like.
how fast he's gone off.
Go,
He's
shoot
put
it
it
up, go.
Boom. Straight into it.
Row with it.
Yeah, get the boat going. I'd go along the river, probably past I'd go into Killeen or something.
So you're not going out to sea.
Well, see if there's anybody up Killeen.
Go to maybe go to the amphitheatre bit and just start screaming and shouting like loads because I know no one's around. Like, won't be embarrassed pretending to be like a bit of a warrior or whatever. Throw up a bit of fun, something like that, shit like that.
Bit of crisps.
Break
bit of
into the
chocolate.
museum. Break into the museum in Killeen. Get some like cool Roman like armour on. Put some mix some of the Roman armour. Get that on. Get back in my boat.
Best armour as well, just in
Would
case.
you have
of
all
the-
this stuff you robbed from the shop with you?
I'd probably because there's like sheep and all, isn't there, further down the river? There's like fields of sheep and all and cows.
Yeah.
I'd fucking get some good like leads, proper good like rope and shit. Get into one of those fields. Get myself a sheep. Get myself a cow. Try and like get them to walk along with me. See if I can get the sheep on the boat. I probably won't be able to get the cow.
This is amazing. This is brilliant.
So I've got a
Because
cow.
you'll
a
need
sheep.
that. Do you know what I mean?
I've
You don't
got-
fucking live.
I've got myself in Roman armour. A cow, a sheep, a boat. I've got some cigars, awesome snacks, booze.
Then all of a sudden,
Booze.
the world just reappears. That'd be amazing.
No. Do
Christ.
you know what? Considering all the things that people could probably think of, we're coming back to you, by the way.
Yeah, don't think that's done.
Yeah.
No.
No way. We're an hour and a half in, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. You've only broken into one shop. That's the only thing that's weird. People will see you and they'll go, "That's a bit weird." But they'll go like, "He's an artist and shit, and he's doing some sort of
Yeah,
installation."
yeah,
And
yeah.
they'll go, "It's Antonio." So They haven't appeared at all, mate.
No, they haven't.
You just
They
fucking
haven't.
leading
Human
the
race hasn't
sheep.
reappeared.
Sheep's
Yeah.
on the
Still
boat.
there, you're still on the boat.
Sheep's loving it. You brought some grass for it. You finish your first bag of crisps.
Don't fill anything up, Danny. You didn't say anything about grass.
No. I'm just saying this is how good it's gone so far. Sheep's brought some grass with it. The cow is happily walking along.
The sheep brought some grass.
Yeah, he just like gone meh, and brought some grass with him. The cow is walking happily along. There's a clear bank up to wherever you want to go, back home.
The sheep and the cows and stuff. How many of them are there?
Well, I don't know how big the boat. It depends on the size of the boat. But I was just thinking one sheep, just fine for company.
Alright, okay.
A cow, which I could if I had a long enough lead on it. If the boat runs out of fuel and I can't be fucked to go all the way back to people and get some or wherever, I don't know where to find it. I'd just have the cow push me along, like the cow be walking along the bank, be pushing the boat along. That's fine because I'm in no rush anyway. I don't need to be going fast. Sure. But I just thought of something as well. I should get a generator from somewhere, break into a shop, get myself an amazing sound system, put that on the boat, play some amazing fucking album Back in Black, AC/DC or something like that. Or fucking
Fucking hell.
yeah, be blasting that from my boat.
The sheep. Do you give it a name?
Yeah, probably give it a name. Yeah, I don't know what I call it though.
Okay.
What I call it?
The cow as well.
Why is the cow there?
Yeah, give them wicked names
Okay.
Milk and that. Right?
Fucking imagine the scene of the shop.
I don't need the cow. Maybe if the cow slows me down, I'd be happy to just go along with the sheep. And if I find any other wild livestock on the way there, freaking chickens or whatever, they can join.
Should we assume that by
I'm
this
gonna
time
spray paint the sheep freaking purple. She's gonna spray paint it purple. Maybe put a little fucking bandana around its neck.
Okay, we've dressed the sheep, the cow's fine. What's next on your list, mate? Okay, you've got all this stuff
Let's
now.
fucking
Come on.
have a party on this.
Right.
Yeah, it's going well.
Gonna get a barbecue stove when I break into wherever I've gone where they sell that shit. Barbecue
where?
stove. I'm gonna get some amazing lamb fucking lamb chops.
So a supermarket then? You'd be in a
Oh
supermarket.
yeah,
you
gonna get
and
some
that
really
there.
nice seasoning in that. Fucking good quality
You're gonna cook the lamb chops in front
lamb
of the
chops
sheep.
and all. I'm gonna on the boat, mate. I'm gonna have a barbecue in that one.
In front of the sheep.
In front of the sheep, mate.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. I'll
No.
feed him some. Shit, don't worry. Yeah,
That
man,
wasn't
sat
what I
on
was
the
getting
boat
at.
and my whiskey and my wine, cigar, whatever.
So you're really pissed as well.
Yeah. Wine and whiskey.
Listening to some Pink Floyd.
Fizzy pop and beers.
I reckon I'd find a fucking I get myself some loads of brand spanking new wood, some awesome screws, a drill, find myself a fucking awesome forest, make myself a little house in the trees. A tree house, fucking go climb find the highest tree, get an amazing ladder, or actually no, I'll nick a fucking what are those things?
I've never heard the phrase amazing ladder.
What are those JCB things where they use to put Christmas decorations on?
Cherry fixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get one of them, find the tallest tree I can, get up on one of them, build my house where I've got an amazing view of fucking some great landscape, can start make a home up there, fucking get my sound system up there bit by bit, 'cause I've got that fucking fork thing going on.
Picker.
Yeah, so I get all the equipment, all my booze, all my snacks on there. Get up to the top of the
I'm
tree.
still pissed.
Wait for the fucking. Wait for the
You'll be
bloody.
dead. You'll be dead within a day.
So I thought, isn't it a tragedy that the last person on earth just dies in the middle of a wood on a cherry picker, pissed up with a fucking nice plank of wood sticking out of his chest, and that's how the only person left on the earth.
Yeah, they just come back to find you. Oh,
So,
amazing.
so let's assume by this time night has fallen. Are you up there?
Yeah, watching the moon, full moon, stargazing, still pissed, still listening.
He's in no turmoil about the disappearance of all of his mates and family, is he? Just fucking up and tree.
I'll tell you
on
something
day
else as
one.
well.
I'll deal with that
Oh,
emotional trauma
I'll
later.
tell you
Later, I've always wanted to fucking world.
I'll tell you something else as
myself.
well. He didn't take his dog with him.
Oh no!
Because I'm assuming she's
I
not
thought
there.
she'd
You
gone
think
as well.
she's gone?
Nothing's there.
Oh, that's
Nothing's
because you
there.
think of her like a human.
Nothing's
That's
there.
I thought she'd gone, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's why he's got the sheep. Would you get the sheep up there? Up the tree.
I tried to, yeah. Well, easy to anyway.
I tried
easy
it, but I
to.
know I would fail.
that is the exact confidence he used to fucking say that
Do you think it would
sentence.
just walk off?
I tried to, and then it would just die as it fucking spleen went into his lung.
Oh
As
no!
it fell the
No,
fucking 80
not the purple
foot.
sheep.
I wonder if it would walk off if a sheep was on top of a treehouse.
I don't think it'd be very.
Step
I don't
off.
think it'd be very happy up there, mate. I think it'd have to be near some grass.
It'd probably start attacking me, wouldn't
And
it?
some
Start,
water.
like, eating my
It'd probably be pretty
chomping
scared,
up
having
my
never
face.
been like above 2
I'm
feet
like,
in the air. And it's
John,
like,
relax, mate. Come on,
Yeah,
chill,
yeah, yeah.
man, chill. This is awesome.
oh Christ!
Yeah, I'd probably have to get rid of the sheep. Actually, I think once I start building. In fact, they'll probably go missing once I start going.
You
to and
know
from
that
big
like
kids.
all the nicest and biggest
Going from
houses
to
in
and
the
from
whole
it.
country are open. They're like you can get into anyone's house in the country if you just drive there, and you could drive any car you wanted.
You could go and live in
Oh
Buckingham
yeah,
Palace. mate.
yeah. I could fucking but the boat's cool, isn't it?
The boat is wicked,
I
mate.
like
All of
the
it's
fucking-
wicked. I think the choices you make when you're given
He's
these
still in his
questions-
Roman armour.
They're
Sorry.
really-
yeah.
In the cherry.
I'd have to take that off when I fucking
fucking hell.
Ah, beautiful mixture of the old and the new, and the old
Oh
again.
my
With
God.
the sheep and cow. And
Oh
brilliant.
my God.
It's fucking excellent planks of
No,
hard
mate,
wood.
I'd break into that bloody shop in Newport Arcade as well, and like that hippie shop thing, that Buddha shop type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And get myself some really nice rugs, some nice thick fleeces, like multicolored
The
fleeces.
Ganesha shop.
Yeah,
that-
and get some nice things to decorate my treehouse with. You know, like nice little carved like Buddhas and shit. Get all that up there.
Still having in the treehouse, mate. You've offered him all the mansions
I
in
know,
Killian.
yeah.
Oh,
mate.
it's fucking amazing. Yeah, really nice bean bags to sleep on and shit. Like, oh.
You know, you could potentially do that
Easily.
in life. With your life, you could potentially
I was thinking
build
this.
a
It sounds like you
treehouse,
want
own
to-
a treehouse.
That's
It's
how
like-
you make history, bro.
It sounds like you
Yeah.
want to live on like a river barge.
Huh?
Canal barge, isn't it?
No, because I think the boat's just to get to places.
A to B, and leaving the woods is miles away.
Yeah, I know. You could pick. You could
I'll
pick.
have
any-
to- I'll have to stick to the river,
The
it's whatever
cherry
the river-
picker from the river to the fucking treehouse site.
You could pick any
I
car.
mean, I travel.
Delivered
mate,
on the
I
back
travel,
of a flatbed
I
that you
just-
drove.
I
Which
just
yeah.
go in like on the boat.
Yeah,
like,
we have
as far as
Magic
it
the
takes
cherry
me.
picker, considering how much detail he
To
gave
the
to the
sea.
sheep's costume.
Oh, just keep
That's
going.
where it would take you to the
Keep
sea.
going, like follow the bloody.
If you
river.
went out and you got out to sea, would you go left or right?
Don't. You're
Or
gonna
would you go
die
forward?
again.
What about your long-term
I'd be
goals
too afraid
now,
to go
mate?
out to sea.
Hang on,
Yeah,
but
don't.
hang on,
Don't.
you-
You're gonna
so
die again.
You've built this treehouse and stuff. That must take you a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Back and forth to, B&Q as you said, and you get different ideas coming in. You got to go and source the bean bags. You're going to break into that shop in the arcade and kit it out nicely and stuff. What are you eating during this time? You still just breaking into shops?
Yeah, mate, loads of just.
He's had fucking lovely lamb and
Cooking up
stuff.
loads of
Yeah, he's
meat.
grand.
Yeah, but we're assuming the electrics are still running.
I'll be nicking.
They
When
are.
that starts going
No, he's
down.
all good.
Mate,
The
I'll be
only
It's all
thing-
good. This is like nice
The-
and...
dude, the
It
only
doesn't
thing's
matter.
different
It
is that
doesn't
there's
matter
no
if
people.
they're working or not, except
Dude.
for that when you break into like supermarket.
I'm gonna fill a
That's
black
otherwise.
bag.
You'd run out of milk, you'd run out
Hang
of
on.
eggs, you'd run
Fill
out
a
of
black
meat.
bin bag up with
Ow.
ciabatta breads and fucking croissants and stuff.
Okay.
Just get shit,
Black bag.
shitloads of really nice crusty loaves, loads of cheese.
Again with the
You're
crusty
not
loaves.
gonna eat all them croissants and fucking.
No.
No,
And
He's trying
bread.
to stodge his stomach up.
Yeah.
What about like long term, mate? Like coming to terms with the
Yeah,
fact isn't that
'cause-
you'll never be blessed with human companionship ever again.
I think I'll go on a search for people. I'll be looking for people, and if I find
Right.
anyone, then I'd have to see if they're up for
What-
hanging out.
how
with
would
me
you
and
do
stuff and
that
doing
then?
What I'm doing, otherwise they can fuck off and do their own thing. I'd be like, look, this is a
Fuck
tree
you,
house.
I'm going
You
back
don't
to a tree
like
house.
it. You don't like it, then fucking build your
A
own
woman
tree
just scrabbling through the woods. She's seen a fire at night. She's
Yeah.
followed the smoke. She can only move at
Yeah,
midnight.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
come right across the country,
Yeah, yeah.
scrabbling, and she finds
Everywhere's-
you.
yeah.
Oh god, tears in her eyes. She can't believe she's found another man. And you just go, yeah, you need to climb trees and like rob shops and stuff. No, yeah, fuck off then. You go your own way.
Find
Yeah.
your own sheep.
Yeah.
Don't
You
touch
said-
that
you
helmet.
said-
That's mine. They've got them in the museum just down the road there.
Just down the road. There's only a boat here.
You
Get
said
your own
though
fucking
that
boat.
you said you'd go on a quest for some people. You'd go and look for search for other people.
Yeah.
Like what would you do?
Well, hopefully
Because you haven't left Newport yet. So what if there's no one? You don't come across anyone in Newport. What would you do?
Well, I'd have to go out and search elsewhere, but no,
Alright,
just
well,
keep
where would
going.
you start?
I'd have to get myself a pair of binoculars. As
Okay.
Well. That'll help. Some sort of like horn. So get people's attention.
Nice.
Yeah, there's so many things you've got to think
Fireworks.
Where would you go though?
So
Fireworks
many
shop.
handy gadgets.
Where
and
do you
things.
think you'd find
Fireworks.
someone? Would you go like across? Would you go Bristol or would you go Cardiff way or would you go north? Up the valley.
A flare gun.
Oh, flame.
Bristol or Cardiff?
Oh.
Yeah, which way would you go? That's what I'm trying to get to. Where would you explore? Where
Oh
would you
no,
be
I'd
looking
go
for these
Cardiff
people?
way.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man, I'd go deeper into Wales, I think.
You
Okay.
can get there by sea as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take a
I
walk.
wouldn't go out to
Yeah,
sea.
Bristol.
I'm too afraid of the sea, and I know it's dangerous, and I'd probably lose my life on.
Just
the
go
rough
like near the
sea.
beach, just like follow the coast.
Just
That's what I was
That's
meaning
where
when
you
I
go,
said
yeah,
you get
yeah.
out to the
Place
sea.
mate.
Would you turn left or right?
Most dangerous place that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Wave increase and shallow depths of water.
Says the big gay sailor.
If you think about I've realised something like in this, like one of the first things that came into my head, like when you asked me the question,
Yeah.
which is why
How much will it cost?
I made the decision to just get on a boat and fuck off, is like when there's actually no people around, it also means that the things that you're used to having entertain you in the normal society in a normal town
Yeah.
don't mean jack shit anymore. Because it's not like I could just go into a club and fucking start playing the music and enjoy it. It's not like, what am I going to get out of wandering around Newport Town? What's it?
Yeah.
Without people there and without like normal everyday life, it's shit. So that's why I
With
immediately
people there, it's
decided,
brilliant.
right, I'm going to leave because it's just an empty town. I'll break into the shop to get the shit I want. Awesome. But then I'm going to get on a boat. I'm just going to go. Like, I'm going to go out into the wilderness because there's nothing
I'm
left in the town.
fascinated by this idea of the
But
boat.
there's nothing left in the towns for you, is there? If people have gone,
Yeah, but what
cities
you
and
gonna
towns
find
are
out at
irrelevant.
sea?
You just need to go back to the bare basics then and go into the
Yeah,
wild.
but you
and-
could live right by all the shops.
Yeah,
and
get
stuff.
yourself a cow and a sheep.
Yeah, and you seem to
I
think
like
that
it.
a
I
boat.
like his one.
You seem
Yeah,
to think
man.
boat represents freedom. I don't get why you're not in a car. Like, why is the road less?
Yeah, car be good too, but I just because for me it was more the idea of if I tried to get on a boat on the Canal, someone would stop me. So it was
Okay.
more like the fact that I knew I could do it because no one was around.
Yeah, you had such a fun time in the morning.
Oh mate, the boat. It's
You had a
incredible.
hangover by the afternoon.
yeah, consistently pissed.
Would you go in? But you go in shops and stuff. Would you go into people's houses? See what shit
Yeah, but then that's that.
Years into it, when
Imagine
he's really
how long that
lonely,
would take.
he'll
Imagine
go
how long
into
that
their
would take.
houses
Like
and-
I'd be like, oh, I'm going into someone's house hoping that I'll find something cool that I want to keep. But that'd take ages going into people's houses. You might as well go to the shops and get stuff. There's no point in going through people's houses and see their shit. Is it?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
You're not
Point
going to
of
find
questions.
anything like different to what you're going to find better shit in the shops and get stuff brand new, aren't you?
Go and smell all their clothes so you remember what humans, other people
It's
smell
just
like,
weird.
what it's like being around
Oh,
other people.
porno! Get a porno mag like.
Magazine!
Get a porn mag out of
Oh,
the shop.
porn mag.
I'll get them all. I'll get one of each,
Yeah,
like
there
on
you
top shelf.
Get a porn bag. Oh no, I'll get them all.
Yeah,
I'll get one of
Would
each.
you line the walls of your treehouse with them?
Maybe as well.
Oh no.
Just lie up there all day, pissed up,
The sheep would
wanking.
just be covered in it. The sheep would just be covered in it. Just kind of-
Oh, why?
But no, I want to know what
Why?
you guys would do now. It's not fair. I get asked these. I'm curious to know what you would all do.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after we finish. I think that's a beautiful way to end. Definitely the first one that's going on iTunes. All right. I'd like to thank my co-participants for this evening.
Antonio Mola.
Justin Cliff.
Ken Trainer.
Thank you so much, guys. If you want to get in touch with us about anything, you can email us, thelast7podcast@gmail.com, or follow us on Twitter @thelast7. I want to give a big thank you as well to the 25 people who subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Believe. Good night.